Welcome back to Financial Intelligence, your source for AI-generated finance content. Today we will be uncovering the secret to becoming a millionaire by age 30 according to artificial intelligence. We promise that this short video has the potential to change the trajectory of your life. So please do your best to watch until the end to optimize your return on time invested. As Warren Buffett has said, the more you learn, the more you earn. So don't forget to like and subscribe for more educational finance content. Now, let's dive in with an invaluable quote to start things off. Give me a lever long enough, and a place to stand, and I will move the earth. Archimedes. Leverage is absolutely fundamental to wealth generation. In fact, fortunes require leverage. This is especially true if you are looking to acquire wealth early in life. However, there is a secret that very few people know about leverage and wealth creation, which is the source of most current multi-millionaires and billionaires. As a quick definition, leverage, in financial terms, can be defined as the use of a tool or resource in order to increase the potential return of an investment. Essentially, leverage is a multiplier of your judgment. There isn't a single major company or billionaire who has not utilized leverage in order to accelerate their financial growth. You can guarantee that they wouldn't be where they are without it. Nevertheless, it is important to know that there are three types of leverage that you can use to build your fortune and that they are not all created equally. There is one type of leverage which is by far the best to use, which is the source of most new fortunes. It also happens to be immediately accessible. However, all three types of leverage are valuable. So let's start with the first. The first form of leverage is other people. In other words, having other people work for you. Leveraging the labor of other people, for example, having employees, is the most common type of leverage. Labor also happens to be the oldest form of leverage. This is the least reliable form of leverage and the most difficult to scale. It can also be quite expensive to leverage the labor of other people, and it can be quite difficult to manage, especially as the number of workers grow. This type of leverage certainly comes with the most headaches. This is ranked as the worst of the three types of leverage, though it is still certainly better than having no leverage at all. There is a reason why all of the biggest and best companies in the world still rely on an extensive workforce, and that's because good employees and contractors can be a serious asset to any business and a great resource to leverage. The second type of leverage is capital, or money. In other words, using money to make more money. This has been the dominant form of leverage over the last few centuries leading up to the dawn of the internet. This was the form of leverage that the millionaires and billionaires of previous generations relied upon, such as the Warren Buffetts, the Andrew Carnegies, and the John D. Rockefellers of the world. A benefit of capital is that it scales quite well, far better than labor. This is because managing more and more money is much easier than managing more and more workers. Capital can actually be a very good form of leverage, though the challenge typically comes in obtaining it. Now, the two types of leverage that we have discussed so far are permissioned leverage. In other words, someone needs to offer it to you. Whether it's leverage in the form of money or leverage in the form of labor, permission is required to obtain it. The third type of leverage that we are about to introduce is permissionless leverage, meaning you can start using this form of leverage immediately. Before we continue, please like and subscribe for more educational finance content from Financial Intelligence. Now, as we were saying, the third type of leverage, which is the newest and most important type of leverage, comes in the form of code and media. This form of leverage was only invented in the last few hundred years. It got started with the printing press, was accelerated by broadcast media, and has now been immensely enhanced by the internet. So now you have the ability to multiply your efforts without having to involve other humans, and without needing money from other humans. This newest form of leverage happens to be where all the newest fortunes are being made. Joe Rogan, Jeff Bezos, Mr. Beast, Mark Zuckerberg, Bill Gates, PewDiePie, Larry Page, and Steve Jobs all made their fortunes off code-based leverage. Of course, you do not have to know how to code to use this form of leverage. You can record videos and podcasts, write books, blogs, and articles, create apps and websites, or use various social media platforms to bring value to others. These are only a few examples of using code and media for leverage. Choose a topic you are passionate about or that you are interested in and use code and media to amplify the value you are providing by enhancing your message and by reaching more people. Another positive about this form of leverage is that there are typically little to no barriers to entry, so anyone can use it. Additionally, it is highly scalable. For example, if you have videos posted on YouTube, it's like having many different versions of yourself working at all times, providing value to potentially millions of people, even while you sleep, with no additional work or cost required once the initial version of each video has been made. Physical products, on the other hand, have a constant cost for each additional unit sold. So each video you make can continue to generate income for years into the future, without any extra work or cost on your part once you have finished making the initial version. There is no cost of replication for code and media, which is one of the reasons why it is such a powerful form of leverage. Furthermore, code and media-based leverage provides an almost unlimited upside potential with very little risk or downside. This is not the case when you use money or labor as leverage. Most people have not yet figured out the power of this form of leverage and still continue to rely mostly on capital and labor for leverage. It is important to note that most high net worth individuals rely on all three forms of leverage, and together they form a powerful combination, though code and media is the vastly superior form of leverage and is the source of most new fortunes. This will only become further solidified as technology continues to improve and become a bigger part of our lives. In closing, you are not going to get truly wealthy by renting out your time. So use leverage to magnify your efforts. Code and media are the best form of leverage, followed by capital, then labor. Please like and subscribe to Financial Intelligence if you found this video useful. Please also be sure to leave recommendations for future video topics in the comments below. Thanks for watching.